Hey guys, this is a process vlog and I just wanted to walk you guys through how I made this sculpture. So I had to make a sculpture for my Sculpture 2 course. So we got given a 2x4 and we had to make plaster molds. So I took my 2x4, split it straight down the middle, and then I made a drawing because I wanted to make an abstract form, and the woodshop tech told me I should draw the form, then cut out the pieces to try and make them fit to the form. So I did that. I ended up making 2 of those, which were my base frames. Then I cut out some blocks that are about maybe 2 or 3 inches, and I glued them in between the frames to give it some depth. Then I cut out some plywood in the shape to make faces for each side of my form. And I used what I believe is called a planer to make the edges like really crisp and fit across the frames. And I wanted there to be a hole directly through the middle of this piece, so I cut one using a particular type of saw. I don't even know what it's called right now, y'all. Then I used these wooden forms and I glued them in between to give some support because I was going to add veneer. While that dried, I added some wood filler. I made this wood filler myself using some wood shavings and some glue. And I did it that way because I really needed something that was thick, because one of the areas I had to fill was relatively like wide and deep, so I needed something that had a bit of depth to it, I guess. I had another wood filler that I used, but it was a lot sandier, so I just used that to fill in certain areas because it's a stainable wood filler. Once that dried, I used the palm sander, and then I added the veneer. Once the veneer dried, I went ahead and shaved down the sides, which you see me doing here. And I had a bit of trouble with this because on one side, I pulled it really tight, so there were some areas that were open on the opposite side, so I had to fill those with wood filler as well. I hope that makes sense. Then I just shaved down the edges to make it flush, and then I went back in with the palm sander to make everything, look really nice and clean. But besides that, my overall goal for this piece was to make something that I could say I was proud of and confident that my name was on it. So that was like another goal of this piece. But yeah, then I made the molds. I made molds of wings because I really like incorporating nature in my pieces. So you can see how they fit right here. This is before I stained the piece. Then I used some water and acrylic paint to stain the piece because I used wood glue all over this piece, and if I had stained it, it just would have left a halo, which I wouldn't have liked. So once I added the paint, I sanded it down using the palm sander so you could see the grain of the wood, and then I added this like clear acrylic finish to just seal everything and make it really glossy. So yeah, that was pretty much what I did, and then I added the wings using like wooden dowels. But yeah, that was this piece. I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye!